With a population density of 4,193 persons per square kilometers, generating about 10,000 metric tons of waste daily, it is a fact that refuse management in a place as Lagos should pose a big challenge. Since 1977, the reality of what Lagos is today in terms of development and waste generation necessitated the establishment of an agency solely responsible for waste management. The present-day Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, thus grew out of Lagos Refuse Disposal Board, the pioneer waste-oriented organization in the state. Prior to 1999, the services of LOMA were a source of serious concern for all Lagosians. Mountains of refuse dotted every corner of the metropolis as the organization, confounded by inadequate equipment and unmotivated workforce, seemed confounded by the magnitude of the problem. The story of LOMA today is that of complete transformation. Out of the ashes of the past, a new organization with great zeal, drive and efficiency is arisen.
It was all a calculated attempt to take the program and project of waste management forward from where it was a few years ago. It was a deliberate attempt, and we had a design, a well-articulated design to really move it forward. We had our strategic plan and our action plan well stated, and was well considered by the former governor of the state, ACCREDITATION Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who looked at it and saw a beautiful plan on the table and agreed that this will work. So it's all about designing where you want to be and having a clear vision of what and when you want to be there.
What we have today is a product of the determination of two administrations that are passionate about the environment and the health of the populace. The transformation of LOMA began during the tenure of the previous administration under Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The capacity of the organization received a great boost with the acquisition of new equipment for waste collection and management. Some of these mobile compactor trucks were deployed to markets and streets across the state. In the last 3 years of Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration, LOMA has received considerable intervention. About 100 modern and sophisticated mobile waste compactor trucks have so far been acquired for waste collection and disposal from different parts of the state to the dump sites.
There is a connection between a waste disposal facility and how we live our lives. And if we remember that all the things we do will end up, some people are there with machines and equipment like this to get it cleaned up environmentally.
They're really doing a great job. I can see the streets of Lagos are something to write home about. It's not like what we used to see in those days. Now we can move freely, no waste bins on the road that's scattered and littered everywhere. They are really doing a great job all over the streets of Lagos. I commend the effort of the government. They should keep it up.
In addition, the present administration acquired 40 skip trucks for rapid response waste management. That these trucks are driven by women is another innovation by LOMA. This is to encourage and empower the women to play active parts in waste management. These also have been deployed for carting refuse from waste bins across the state.
It's fun. People praise them when they pass. People say, hey, what man can do, women can even do better. So you enjoy it when people praise you. They say, iron lady, powerful woman, 4 man, 4 woman. They give you different kind of titles and you enjoy it.
It's an opportunity for women empowerment. Women should not stay idle. So it's an opportunity that's been given to us women. So we should come out. Other women, I encourage them to come out and do this job with us.
The production of three-wheeler machines for waste collection is another ingenuity devised by Loma for effective waste management. Devised to access difficult and hard-to-reach areas, these are ready to be deployed. The introduction of containerization or bagging of wastes is one of Loma's pioneering efforts in new waste management strategy. 17,000 wheeler bins have been distributed to Lagosians who have paid their land use charges as a mark of acknowledgement and appreciation of their loyalty and support to the present administration. The transfer loading station and landfill sites are quite important to Loma's ability to effectively collect and dispose waste in the state.
TL is the flagship waste management for this administration, and it has impacted positively by reducing the quantity of fuel that we use to collect. I used to collect waste in that particular environment. So it has really been able to drive efficiency and effectiveness in waste management within the areas where we started from. The one we have at Simpson is impacting positively in the operation in the south eastern portion of the city. It has reduced their cost of operation, reduced their operational maintenance cost, and several things. While other ones that are coming up also will reduce our cost of waste management. And apart from reducing the cost of waste management, it will also create fresh jobs in those environments. And apart from these jobs, it's going to drive our material recovery facilities, our recycling program, and the rest of it. Because most of these transfer stations will also double as the material recovery facilities.
The new transfer loading station located in Simpson, Lagos is equipped with BlockPack 3000 static hydraulic compactor which densifies the waste into logs. It has the capacity of storing and treating a minimum of 600 metric tons of waste per day and 1,000 metric tons if operated at full capacity. It is also equipped with 9 trailer hoists, 18 Mack trailer trucks, 6 static compactor hoists, and 30 static compactor bins for collection of wastes within the business district of the metropolis.
This place had been abandoned for so many years, but you can see that Lagos is automatically experiencing what I would call, from my perspective, the hand of God. There is a metamorphosis. Lagos has been rescued from the slum status that she had over the years, and we are so particularly touched that at this time a lot of energy had been annexed to give Lagos mileage.
Waste management is one of the major aspects that one can think in life for the development of health aspect of the community or the generality of the public. And thank God Lagos State government has gone far ahead of most of the states and capitals of this West African region. And it's amazing for anybody to see what they have displayed on ground. You can see the waste collection trucks, you can see the conventional ones and non-conventionals, and the transfer station, which I think is the first one I have ever seen in Nigeria. And the only places you find this kind of transfer station is in Europe and America. And I think it's very, very, very impressive.
From transfer loading stations, the final destinations of majority of the wastes generated in the state daily are dump sites or landfill sites. Loma operates 3 major dump sites. These are Olushosun, Abulegba, and Solio's landfill sites. Satellite sites have also been developed at Temu Ekpe, Owutu Ikorodu, and Shangotedo Etiosa to serve as backup to the 3 major sites. Apart from the acquisition of high-tech equipment such as compactors to compact the waste in order to eliminate gaseous emission and installation of atomizers to mitigate offensive odors at these sites, other projects aimed at improving the functionality and accessibility of these sites are also at different stages of completion. To complement the landfill sites, government has developed a Waste to Wealth program. Through this initiative, 1,200 metric tons of waste are being recycled to produce organic fertilizer at the waste-to-wealth plant Ikorodu. It has also acquired hydroclave and plastic pellets recycling machines for its plastic buyback program.
We've been able to convert 12% of what we generate into other useful purposes. Right now we're converting close to 900 tons of waste on daily basis, about between 900 and 1,000 tons of waste on daily basis, to about 250 bags of fertilizer. I would still re-emphasize it that we are one of the biggest producers of fertilizers in this part of in Africa right now. We are producing 250 bags of compost on daily basis from our Odonguyon landfill site. Odonguyon compost sites, and also we are converting plastics into, that means the purity sachet. We are converting them into the black liner waste bags that you see on the road in our litter bins, and the one people are going to start buying. And we are also establishing a bigger plastic recycling plant at Olusosun site, where we are going to take our people to see. And also we have other plants at Ojo and another one at Solus, where we are converting plastics. Then we are also baling paper and supplying the Jeba paper mill with paper from Olusosun, from our landfill site. That's what we are doing so far. We are converting about 12% of our waste so far into useful material. That is what we're able to capture on the formal level. I don't have the adequate data from the formal sector, but from the huge level of scavenging you have at Olusosun, I'm sure that the recoverable potential at Olusosun on daily basis, from what we have coming in, I'm sure the scavengers are recovering almost 20% of what comes to the dump site on daily basis. So that one is at the informal level. So we are bringing the informal sector to the formal sector very soon. So we're going to integrate everybody. We'll now be able to have the right picture of what we are capturing right now.
Apart from reducing the volume of waste being disposed at landfill sites, this program has opened new vista of investments and job creation opportunities for indigenous and foreign investors. As a matter of emphasis, LOMA has solidly established itself as a waste creation organization. Through the support of the previous and present administrations, it has successfully built an extensive network of partners through its private sector participation (PSP) program. Under its domestic operations, LOMA has 260 PSP operators, while there are about 157 operators under its commercial program. It is indeed interesting to know that LOMA has emerged from the dark past to build a strong corporate image and considerably increased its client base through prompt and courteous services. This is sustained by regular capacity building and technical training for its PSP operators. Without doubt, LOMA is today driven by innovation and diversification. From ordinary collection of municipal, industrial and commercial wastes, LOMA has professionalized waste collection services. It has extended its services directly through franchising to the private sector to cover markets, handles hazardous waste collection and industrial cleaning services.
We studied the source very well, and we took it through a process of waste taxonomy. And waste taxonomy is all about dividing and giving each the sources, giving them their peculiar names. And from there, we're able to analyze and classify waste properly. We classify them into domestic, industrial, commercial, construction, agricultural waste, marine waste, medical waste. So we know that in a city like Lagos, there are different classes of waste that must come, and you design different strategies to capture these different classes. Each class, you can analyze the classes further, and you can analyze domestic waste into several several issues, and that gives you an idea about the waste stream. Like a typical one is the domestic waste, which is just a class of waste management. In domestic waste, you have a plastic, you have a paper, you have putrescibles, you have a vegetable, you have many things all in domestic waste. So different classes can further be analyzed. So having a very good understanding about this kind of structure, we were able to design for different classes and who will do what as at what time.
Loma also created the Marine Waste Collection Unit, which is responsible for waste control on the state's lagoons. The Medical Waste Collection Unit is perhaps the most important of its recent innovations. Loma is working with the Lagos State Ministry of Health, Healthcare Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, HEFAMA, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, and John Snow Incorporated, a non-governmental organization.
We make so much noise with medical waste because we believe that there's a lack of knowledge in that area. And we've been co-mingling medical waste with household waste. And believing that with our own understanding as professionals, we know that medical waste is a highly potent waste, very dangerous. And we've been able to trace also different kind of sicknesses in the city for mismanagement of these medical waste. So these are some of the areas we've observed. And we started with the publicity about 4 years ago. And awareness was our first strategy, taking from awareness to doing the right thing. And the right thing we've been doing so far, believing that gradually we will get to the ultimate aim of having a very good process. And right now we thank God that we've started segregating our medical waste very well. And apart from segregating very well, we now have the biggest medical waste treatment plant in this part of the world right now, and it's already installed, and we'll commission it very soon, and I will start using. So medical waste is a very, very dangerous waste that we've been able to capture.
To underscore the importance of proper medical waste management, Loma organized a medical waste summit to articulate a common strategy or approach on best practices. For Loma, continuous massive publicity and extensive enlightenment campaigns have brought about positive image. At the heart of Loma's operations is its over 25,000 direct and indirect workforce, from the orange men and women who daily, at great risk to their lives, ensure that the streets of Lagos are kept clean and evacuate illegal dump sites, to the drivers and operators of the numerous fleet of waste trucks that comb the nooks and crannies of the state, collecting wastes and serving as backup to the PSPs, including the monitoring, enforcement and compliance personnel that ensure that Lagosians strictly abide by environmental laws and other regulations, are Loma's greatest assets.
Loma, Lagos State Waste Management Authority, they are really doing a perfect work in that they come to this area to pack the refuse in time, and that one has even enhanced the low rate of sickness. People no longer sick anyhow. Even this, their driver, they come all the time to pack the crepan, and they are trying. They do an efficient work.
The place is so dirty until the commencement of Loma in their full work. So everywhere is neat now. So I'm thanking the Lagos State government for bringing out money to purchase vehicles and the workers for a walk.
You know, you can see the gutter. The gutter will be full of dirty, even sometimes human being dead, dogs dead body. A lot of rubbish in the gutter. But these days, since the lawman started the work, in fact, the air alone is, in fact, we don't know how to thank God.
Administrative staff at different levels that are responsible for instituting best corporate governance, especially the armies of technical hands that ensure regular maintenance of its fleet and fabrication of different equipment for waste collection and disposal at the 3 workshops are critical to the success of this agency. For Loma, staff motivation has been taken a step further. Apart from running a subsidized canteen and well-equipped staff clinic, it also operates a crèche for children of staff so that staff can concentrate and perform optimally with the confidence that their children are in safe hands. Loma has also continued to encourage its workforce through open forums and trainings for optimum performance. The commitment and determination of the present administration of Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola to bring about a clean, beautiful and aesthetic model mega-city state cannot also be overemphasized.
We owe the greatest thanks for support to Almighty God for allowing all of us to hear one another and believe in one another. So God has been kind and merciful to us in this part. Then I want to tell you that another great thanks should go to ACCREDITATION Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was able to detect and deploy round pegs in round holes. And that means it takes a great leader to be able to dictate capacity in your followers and deploy capacity into the area of competence called competence. So we owe him that in Lagos, and in waste management in particular, we've always had his tremendous support. And now to the present administration of amiable governor, it's been a fantastic support. What is President started, he has been able to improve seriously on it. He believes so much in us as professionals at Loma, and I don't think he has ever had any cause for regret for the support he has been giving us so far.
With this support, Loma has established a great visibility in Lagos State. Its operations have also become a standard for best waste management practices in Nigeria.